Have you experienced that when you meet somebody or walk into a room, you feel unease? You feel maybe it's hard to breathe. Maybe you just don't feel right. Maybe you feel unease. Do you know there's a thing called pain body? And I learned this from Eckhart Tolle. He's a writer, author of The Power of Now, and I'm actually reading his second book. It's called The New Earth. And in this book, it mentioned about pain body. And pain body is actually a way that we feel and we identify certain way of thinking, beliefs, and a lot of things has to do with programming as well, like from the media consumptions, from the teaching in schools, and from parents as well. So these layers of beliefs that we tend to add up and automatically make us think certain ways, act certain ways, and have an identity in ourselves in a certain ways. So pain body, it's actually unknowingly, unconsciously, because our thinking most of the time are involuntary. It came from subconscious mind. And if we're not conscious enough about what we're thinking or what we're reacting to, then this just comes naturally. It's like an autopilot, and it's in the loop. We react to our past, and so we keep in this cycle loop, and we tend to always want to protect this identity, ego identity, and we're unknowingly afraid of losing this identity. And if you meet a person, let's just give an example. If a person have traumas and have layers and layers of the trauma, stress in the past, and they carry them with themselves, and in the spiritual energy, it might be in the lower frequencies, right? In the lower vibration. So when you meet somebody, you can feel the dents. And sometimes when you get to know someone, like down the line or maybe many years, somehow you are getting their energy as well. So naturally, in the beginning, maybe you kind of sense that, but then you are engage with this particular person, and then you start becoming this person, and this recognition or awareness or of this lower energy dissolve, unless you have to adjust yourself and goes back to the higher awareness, higher consciousness, to be able to catch yourself or catch this individual's low vibration, low frequency. And this pain body can be also embodied not just in a person, but it can also embody in a organization, in a community. Especially I experienced that a lot in the community, because let's say in a particular community and everyone just feeling the pain, the struggle, the victimize themselves and just have this survival mode all the time. And if people are who's in this community, it will automatically adapt to this energy, this frequency, and will start projecting this pain body into this collective environment, which we call it reality. And this is nothing, it's not about like they are bad or anything like that. It's just they're not even aware of they're doing that, or they're projecting this type of energy. And a country, a nation, or even religions can also have this type of pink body, especially in America today, because I just got a Facebook messenger from a friend. She's sharing me an article, and this is, I don't want to get too far down, but article is basically talking about President Trump's big beautiful bill, and I believe the article is about a farmer who are feeling victimized, feeling the struggle, feeling that this bill, it's gonna make them worse, make them hard to live. They have to survive. And when I read this small article, short article, it just dawned on me. I replied to this friend and tell her that, to me, this is actually most of what the American are feeling or thinking and believe these days. And it's not, I'm not saying these people are bad. It's the media manipulation. It's the elite who wants to control us. Because if the elites cannot control our mind and make us like a victim, then they lose their power, right? So they have to, no matter who's the president, no matter who's in charge, or the the richest and wealth, no matter who's in control, they all want to control the massive. And in order to control the massive, they have to control their mind. If the population does know how much power do we have in our mind, then they will definitely lose the power to control the mass. And if you're individual, like what I've been experiencing these past, I'll say 2-3 years, I've been experiencing a spiritual awakening, and it's a layer of purity, change, transformation, transitioning. Okay, and I tend to attach to this ego identity that I have, and in order for me to really get into the higher frequency and vibrate in a higher vibration frequency, I have to let go of my ego identity that I developed this, I would say, past 10 to 15 years. And this, in the beginning, it's going to seem like a struggle. It's going to seem like a chaotic. You're going to lose friends, you're going to lose money, you're going to lose family sometimes, and you're going to lose everything, and you're going to feel like, what is going on? Everything just clashing onto you. And it's normal, because in order to change, this is the process. Because if you're still holding on to who you are and what you believe, then how can you change, right? In order to change, you have to let go of all those beliefs, all those identities. Yeah, so I started experiencing a lot of ego death. It's called ego death. Anything that I once believed, everything that I once hold on to, or that I care about, even a person, a relationship, a friend, I just have to let go, because I'm feeling I'm holding on so much, and it's painful, right? That's where the pink body comes from. And in order for me to actually really, really spiritual awaken, I have to go through this. And in order for me to let go of everything, I see everything different.